On the Pfaff Quilt Ambition 630 sewing machine, there is a feature called elongation. Now it's kind of a little hidden, well not really, but most people don't even ever realize it's here. So it's all about the stitches that are considered satin stitches, starting somewhere in that 122 range. So stitches that are filled in. Let me just show you. I went ahead and already stitched them out. Let me show you this way. That's the way they stitched out. Of course, you can mirror image them, so if you want to flip-flop them so they are the other direction, that works. So this is what it looks like just as the normal default setting. Now, remember we talked about having you stitch out your stitch book. We are stitching out different little samplings of each of the stitches in this machine. We have a video in the description below how to make the ultimate stitch book. And so if you do decide to play around with stitches, all you have to do is open the book and see which stitches you want to do. And variegated thread is always fun, so if you have some fun thread, try out some of your pages with those. There's over 200 stitches in this machine. Now, not all the stitches can be elongated, but what we're talking about is a stitch that can be doubled or tripled in length, and the density stays the same. So we're not changing just stitch length to make the stitch longer. We're actually adding stitches to the total amount that it takes to create that stitch. So when you pick one of the satin stitches, like 122, you'll notice that right here, there is two little dots at the bottom of this symbol. So 0.5 indicates the density, so how close together these stitches are. So if you need to shorten them up a little bit so they're a little bit fuller or filled in based on your thread thickness, then just adjust them as needed. Now, if you are touching that center area right there on the picture, it will change to something else. So those two little dots mean there's something else behind it, and you see a ×1. If you touch the blue plus, you'll notice the ×2 and ×3 option. So yep, that's as far as it goes. And then if we went ahead and went up to stitch number 123, that one doesn't actually have it because there's not two little dots. What it does show instead, it says 21.5. That's 21 millimeters long. That's how long the repeat is on the fabric. Let's go ahead and go to, there's another one of the other stitches. So here where we can turn it from two times. I know some of them have 3 times and some have 2 times. You'll just have to try them out. Let's see. Oh yeah, that one's a ×3. I always see if there's a ×4, but there's not. I don't think so. But when you're stitching out your stitch book, I would love it if you would take the time to take those stitches that you can elongate and stitch out what they look like right beside the original.